All right. I am live. It is Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. in Philadelphia. Wanted to come live. I got vape mail. I was waiting for 2 vape mails today. I thought I wasn't going to get either because the fucking mailman. I've been waiting for that AUG vape mail, and it's taking forever. I'm following it on the tracker. It said it's been in New York since Monday, and I still haven't got it. It comes all the way from far away, but I did get another vape mail, which was a Door e-liquid, and I'm super excited because it's an awesome package. So I'm going to wait for a couple people to come in, and I think I'm going to wick up some an RDA and vape a little bit of a juice that I haven't really vaped in a while, that I really want to vape again. So, and we'll talk a little bit of the Game of Thrones episode, which there's quite a bit to talk about with that episode, actually. I won't pound you with Game of Thrones stuff, but I will give you a warning when the spoilers happen. So if you didn't watch it and you don't want to be spoiled, I'll let you know when I start talking about it. But what's up, everybody? I didn't really get to say hi to everybody last night. But, man, no participant listened to that. Damn it. All right. What's up, Obi-Wan Kenobi, HB Coils, Chris Payne, my peeps, Jerry Lawrence, Sicko Wicko, Mr. Burgundy, Ronald, what's up? Marcius, Alistair, Zach Vapes, Kim Dixon is here, Truth McGee, Dustin Kendall, what's up? What is up? So yeah, I'm still waiting on this AUG vape package, which it's really something I already have, but I do really want to get it so I could do the video for the Ocula, and they usually send me other stuff too. They don't usually just send me one thing. They usually send me a couple things. So, but I just got an awesome package from Adore, so figured I'd show that off. And there's a juice in there that I haven't vaped in a while. I vaped a good amount of it. I've never vaped a ridiculous amount of this one juice, but I vaped a good amount, and it's very good. I just always gravitate to the one rather than the other. So I'll show it off in a second. Let me maybe I should get some music up here. So actually, I think I'm going to clean out my dot mod. Let me do that now. Yeah, let me do it now. And I'll show you, because the Adore package is actually there's I'll get to it. Everybody knows I love me some Adore. It's like really the only I really could have went to a vape shop and picked up other juice this past week, but I didn't. I just said, you know what? I have Adore here. I'm good. Let's get more Adore. And then Dawn contacted me, asked me what I would like, and she sent me 100 times that. She said, "Oh, that's what you want? Them 2 flavors? All right, well, here's some for you, plus some for you, plus some for other people." So let me put on. I keep getting these copyright freaking strikes on YouTube. Not strikes, just warnings. I do have my coffee here. Guerrilla warfare. What's up, Jennifer? Big G. What's up? Let some people come in. Let me vape the juice off of these coils real quick, and then I'll re-wick them. Local to Cincinnati. Okay. Yeah, Ned was active today, huh? Yes, he was. I'm in Philadelphia, PA. I'm in the city. It's getting nice out. It's going to be like 80 degrees tomorrow, something like that. All right, so let me just get into it. We'll leave the music go. So, this is the type of box I got from a door. And it's fucking heavy. Damn it, Dawn. So, when Dawn sends me stuff, she also sends me stuff for giveaways and stuff as well. And I have a buddy at work. So, she sent me juice for him too. So, I didn't even open this yet, but I think I already know what it is. So, I'll open this in a second. I think we already know what this is, right? We at least know what's in there. It's very heavy, and it feels like 2 cylinders. We'll save that for last. But I already know what this is. All right. So, okay. Zero milligram e-liquids, hazy custard, banana bondage, hazy custard, hybrid reserve, 0 milligram. These are typically for UK winners of UK giveaways. Now, I also have 3 milligram hazy custard, hazy custard, hazy custard, hazy custard. All hazy custard in this one, 3 milligram. Giveaways. I might open one of these. I skimmed through it real quick because there was just too much to take in. Okay, so this is, little bottles are usually all for giveaways. So this is 3 milligram lemon ecstasy. All lemon ecstasy. So I got a lot of 3 milligram lemon ecstasy, a lot of 3 milligram hazy custard. And hazy custard's the juice I'm going to try in a second. I vaped it quite a bit, but not as much as other adores. And I haven't vaped it actually since California, which was August. But I have vaped a lot of hybrid reserve. So I will definitely be able to kind of pick apart what's a little different. Hybrid reserve. So 3 milligram hybrid reserve. Or no, 3 milligram hybrid reserve, yes. I thought it was 0 for a second. 3 milligram hybrid reserve. So I got 3 milligram giveaway stuff. And then these will be for my buddy, Sinful Apple Lemon Ecstasy. Boom, boom, 3-3. 3-3, awesome. And then this is for my weak ass. Oh, shit. This is actually a great idea. This is 1.5 of Sinful Apple and Consequence. So when Dawn asked me what juices I wanted, I said Sinful Apple Roll and Consequence. I actually made a mistake at first and said Caramel Apple Crisp, which I love Caramel Apple Crisp. That was like the juice that really got me into Adore, was Caramel Apple Crisp. But when I tried Sinful Apple, I liked it a lot more. Sinful Apple reminds me of like kind of like apple butter, only better. It's an apple roll. It's very good. Look at all these fucking delicious clean juices. And then, okay, for my daily refills, cool. 3 milligram pecan and Sinful. So these will be for so right now I would say my two favorites it always changes. If you go back and look at when I first started vaping Adore, my favorites were, well, Consequence wasn't even out yet. So my favorites were Caramel Apple Crisp and Banana Bondage, Hybrid Reserve. There was another one too. Lemon Ecstasy I always liked a lot too. Sinful Apple Roll, 500, baby. Consequence, 500. Yes. Oh, a summertime juice. Strawberry submission for summertime. You want to do that strawberry submission for summertime. That's what you want. It's like a strawberry lemonade. If you ever had Hometown Heroes, it's in the Laser Wolf line. It's a strawberry lemonade or a strawberry margarita or something like that. It's similar. I like Adore's way better, but it's similar to that. If you like that, you'll love Strawberry Submission. It's not really my thing. For summertime, it's awesome. It's not really my thing. And then I got things which aren't really available. Dawn just makes these for me because she's awesome. And I actually can't wait to try this. So these are high nicotine juices. And I really, I've been vaping Consequence high nicotine. I'll show you right now. In my bag, I have where is it? That's not it. There's my Hybrid Reserve I've been vaping. That. That's almost gone. So I've been vaping this mouth to lung, this Manta mouth to lung with 15 milligram. The Consequence 15 milligram that Dawn makes for me. So I got more of that now. And what I really wanted to try was Dark Horse with 15 milligrams. So she gave me some of that too. I don't know if she heard me say that. I'm pretty sure I said it in the show. Either way, good thinking. Dark Horse, 15 milligram. Use guys for 10% off. Exactly. And that's all the time, that sale. And then Dawn sends me bottles for my refilling and stuff like that. So awesome, awesome, awesome. So I got stuff to share, stuff to vape, stuff to give away. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I do actually want to steal one of these hazy custards. So I'm going to take out one of these hazy custards because I'm a greedy fucker. And I'm going to vape it. Okay. Yeah, Dustin, but we ain't talking about that. I ain't got no time for that. It seems like sometimes motherfuckers forget. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk about that. I think everybody knows where I fucking stand. See, when I have friends, I'm not just with them with just the good times when they're fucking awesome to me. I have to be with them with the hard times too, right? So I ain't really even trying to hear anything. Dawn has been nothing but awesome to me. Nothing but awesome. So that's all I got to say about that. Plus, I know I don't even want to get into it. I know things that make me feel pretty strong about Dawn and how she is. She's just been so awesome, and I think sometimes people forget how awesome she's been. So I'm gonna re-whip this guy. Yeah. So I'm gonna re-whip this bad boy, get some hazy custard, and then I will tell you one thing though. If you ever hear anybody talk about the company or the juice, you could just call bullshit on that right away. Right away. Anything you hear about the company or the juice, you could call bullshit right there. So that's all I got to say about that. Literally the best juice and the best customer service ever. So that's all I could really talk about. But I also realized, Meter said it best the other day. Like, just because two people don't see eye to eye doesn't mean because you're friends with both that you don't see eye to eye with both them people. It just doesn't make sense. If that was the case, nobody could like anybody, you know? I mean, look at last night. Last night I was on Circumstance Vapes. Monday, rather, not last night. Monday night I was on Circumstance Vapes. Show and Tell Vapes was there, right? He has a wrench at Circumstance. What am I supposed to do? Say, I don't like Circumstance Vapes because he gave a wrench to Show and Tell Vapes that I don't like him. No, dude, you can like him. Just me and him don't see eye to eye. That's all. Well, people, it's just none of my business, really. Yeah. So, other than that, that's just something I really don't want to get into. I like to keep it positive. And I know Dawn has always kept it positive and awesome with me, so. Oh, I need some water. I need some water. Yeah, I know, like, what my buddy Bobby's saying. I know, yeah. Me and Bobby talked a little bit ago, and what she sent to Bobby sounds exactly like what she sent to me the first time. My first Adore package, what was it? My first Adore package was one of the $7 boxes, one of these guys here. She just said, I want some coils. I'll send you some juice. Of course, I took forever with the coils, as always. I try to get better at it. But of course, she said, I want some coils. Wouldn't let me give her coils, but was okay to give me juice. Sent me a $7 box filled with 120s. And that's just kind of an example of not only somebody that's just super nice, but somebody that trusts in their product. Because why would you send somebody that never tried your juice? If you have 30 mils around, why wouldn't you send them the 30 mils? Maybe they don't like it, but she was sure I was going to like it, so she sent me 120s. And I vaped every fucking drip of them 120s. I don't have one of them 120s left. And they were a different kind of each one. I don't even think that first package I really gave much out either. I think I might have let a couple of my friends try it, but not really. Not really. All right, I brushed them off. So, Game of Thrones, man. I guess I'll wait a couple more minutes until Game of Thrones talk. Let me get this hazy custard going. Who you used to work at my local shop? Who? Mike? Symphony DeVoe? Got all the tattoos and like the face piercings. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. I don't know the guys from Sad Boy all that great, but I know the owner of Sad Boy, the creator of Sad Boy, and yes, okay, yep, Mike, yep, Symphony DeVoe. Yeah, he's cool as shit. I like Mike. I should go up there. I've never been to the Sad Boy place. Sad Boy's another really good e-liquid company. I probably should go up there. Yeah, he's got the big air gauges. Yeah, man. I should probably do like a Philly tour. Like go to a vape shop like, I don't know, once a weekend out of a month. What's a good month? Maybe like June. Like, yeah, right by Tony Luke's, yeah. Because I got three shop. It's a shame Sababa ain't around because Sababa would have let me did it too. I have Vapo 2, Fishtown, Sad Boy, and I would have to find one more. Maybe I gotta call up Jay Hayes. That would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, so Merlin, actually vape shops in Philly are doing that too now. Like I don't even ask because the last time I talked to a shop about the situation, not about my coils, but about another builder, they said like they're gonna have to ask. Like it's important now that you have that license. Um, if you, yeah, Dustin, that would be funny. That would be pretty cool. Um, I would have to find another shop. I would like to do it in Philly, but I don't think his shop's too far from Philly, if I'm not mistaken. It might be. I don't know where Jay Hayes' shop is. It looks awfully familiar on the outside. I seen the one Crazy Horse video. 2 hours? Oh shit. Never mind. Fuck that. Wouldn't be that cool. It'd be cool. Not that cool. Maybe. I don't know how you get a license, Merlin, but don't think that it's too hard because I know people that have them. And um, it can't be that hard to do. It can't be that hard. It's all about the money. I don't know how much. I don't think it's as much as what most people think it is, though. If you go up there frequently, Bobby, I'll give you coils to give to them. I don't know how often you go there because he also like makes his own coils too, right? I think he makes coils. It seems like he talks about it sometimes. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, Canthal. I'm gonna have to get some high gauge Canthal. All right. Where's my cotton? This is my closest cotton. So, hazy custard. Hazy custard and custard delici? Custard delici? I never know how to say that. Hazy custard and custard delici mixed together are hybrid reserve. Hazy custard is one of Adore's top sellers. Like all the time, it's always one of the tops. Hazy custard. It's like, um, I think the consequence is up there now. I remember Freddie told me. Freddie told me what the top three are now. Dawn told me a while ago. So the top four are usually always not in this order, but Consequence, Hazy Custard, Lemon Ecstasy, and Banana Bondage. Those are like the top four. Hazy Custard. So you could say Dawn has three custards, right? The Custard Deleche, Hazy Custard, and Hybrid Reserve. So Hazy Custard is, I guess that would be considered, the best, the top seller out of the three, even though I really like Hybrid Reserve. I've been vaping a lot of Hybrid Reserve because I had some of it in a 500 mil for a while. So I started actually dipping into that 500 mil a little bit more. So I really know what Hybrid Reserve tastes like. And I've had Custard Deleche too. I think I've had them all. Yeah, I think I've had every juice. There might be one in there. I don't think so. No. No, I had them all. $500 mil in 10 days? That's crazy. I keep a 500 mil for quite a while, especially when I have like two of them. Like two 500 mils are going to last me a while. Now, usually, so now I'll get to keep this by myself because usually I'll give like some of this to my buddy, but he's got his own here now. So, um, what was I saying? But I always remember I really liked hazy custard. I like them both, but hazy custard I think is what I really like about Hybrid Reserve. It's very clean custard. Okay. And then the this would be the official Adore setup. Dot mount 24 with the Trinity glass cap and the TS. She don't have enough 500 ml bottles to keep up with you. 250 to 300 a week for you. Like, that's a lot. It's hard for me to tell because I vape different juices all week. Like, I don't vape just one juice all week. I always have like 3 setups a day. What the fuck? The end of episode 1 in Game of Thrones, Boy on the Wall, is in a sign which is better known as the Black Sun. That sign is Nazi sign, so spoiler, Night King is actually Adolf Hitler. That's funny. I actually think the Night King is is the dude. Remember the dude that is in the he defends the wall. He's one of the crows. He's one of the Night's Watch, and he was always with that dude. He was the bald headed dude, and he ran in with Gilly and the baby when the free folk came to attack. The bald guy, I forget what his name is. But he was like, Jon Snow cut off his head for not obeying his orders. He said, you're gonna do the toilets. You're gonna clean out the toilets. And he said, I won't do the toilets. You're just a bastard. And Jon Snow said, take Mr. So-and-so outside. And he cut his head off. But right before he cut his, Jano Slint, is that his name? He cut his head off. And right before he cut his head off, the dude was like, I'm sorry. I obey every order. I'm sorry, my lord. I'm scared. I've always been scared. That's the Night King. Because the Night King is a fucking bitch. He wouldn't even fight Jon Snow. I think those two are one and the same. Night King's a bitch. I can't believe that motherfucker. He let me down. He really let me down. I thought him and Jon Snow were going to have a fair fight. I actually thought they were going to have a fair fight and the Night King was going to win but not kill Jon Snow. And then maybe like something like Arya comes in and stabs him. I didn't think that, but I figured like something like that might happen. I didn't think Arya would win. Oh, spoiler alert. Okay, we're talking about Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert. Sorry about that. But it is days after it. It is days after it. So, that episode was really good. It wasn't what I expected at all. And I think they dropped the ball on a few things. I think that it could have been better. Or it could have been more realistic. Like, why were the White Walkers not fighting? That doesn't make any sense. I guess they thought they were just going to... I guess they were winning anyway, so why? But I thought it was going to be more like the White Walkers had to come in, and that the people with the swords would be trying to get to the White Walkers, and as they would chop down a White Walker, some of the army would fall, because every time you kill a White Walker, whoever they changed would fall. But that's not what happened. Between that and like, I think more people should have died. I just think more people should have died. Yeah, more people should have died. I think it's like Grey Worm definitely should have died. Nobody fucking cares about him. Kill him. I thought Brienne would die too. Why wouldn't Brienne die? You know, I figured Jorah would die. I thought a lot more people were going to die, and it just didn't make it as special. Between that, I'm surprised one of the dragons didn't die. I thought one of the dragons would die besides the dead dragon. But the Arya thing was super cool. Yeah, Khaleesi didn't die. I think she's still going to die. I think she's going to die in the show. She's going to die in the show. I will still stand by that. Khaleesi's going to die, and Cersei's going to die. They're going to die. But the Arya thing was cool. How she used the knife that was... Basically, what happened was the Night King was just too much. He would have... You shut your mouth. Basically, the Night King, if anybody never watched the show is actually very political, and it's all a bunch of different families fighting to be the family in charge. They're all fighting for the throne, for the kingdom, for the riches, for the biggest army, and everything like that. But somewhere in there, a mystical force comes, and which is the Night King. He's able to raise the dead, and he has an army of all dead people. Everybody that's ever died in this world, that's his army. Just like zombies. So he's also a bad motherfucker. So he comes to fight the family that's the favorite, the Starks. And he's going to win. He's going to win. There's no way. And the toughest guy was about to challenge him to a one-on-one fight. But as he's running towards him, the guy raises the dead that have just fallen that whole night from the war. He raises the dead so the guy can't get to him. So it's like, well, if he could just keep raising the dead, they can't win. Because then them dead keep fighting with the living die, and then they get resurrected, they're on his side. And just so on and so on. So you just can't win. There's just always going to be dead people. Even if you're winning, there's going to be more dead people because you just killed people. So there's no way to win. And then he also basically sees into the future. So it's like, how the fuck do you kill him? So basically, the little girl had to assassinate him, come behind his back, and she came behind his back, jumped behind his back with a knife that would kill him, and he caught her by the neck. Okay? Caught her by the neck, and you think, oh shit, she's going to die. She's one of our favorite. But she does a move that she did earlier in the series where she drops the knife into another hand and stabs him into the heart, and it blows him up and his whole army. Boom, 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 boom. They're all dead. This hazy custard's really good. It's just a very, very clean custard. It's just like a vanilla custard. Not too much vanilla. I guess too much vanilla. Not really. Custards are all vanilla, right? I didn't mind the dark thing. Now, it was hard to keep track of the dragon sometimes, like, wait, who just got scratched? Is that dragon dead? Wait a minute, what? But I didn't mind the dark too much. It made you feel like you were there because that's how they're fighting. They're like, what's going on? What the hell? So, come on, spam. Get the fuck out of here. How is there two spammers saying the same thing? Stop spamming. Are you spamming, dog? So, that was cool. The other little girl, the Mormont girl, killed a fucking giant. That was cool because now she is just like Tormund, Giant's Bane, because she was around 10 years old and killed a giant too, just like he did. And there was a theory going around that Tormund might have been her dad because he always talks about sleeping with a bear. And a bear is the house sigil for the Mormonts. So there's like this little thing going around where they both killed a giant when they were younger. He laid with a bear, and she's a bear. So there's this whole thing going around with that. Who cares? She's dead. So, see, this is what happens when you put Game of Thrones spoilers in your title. That's what happens. So, it was a really good episode, though. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It could have been a little different. I just thought it was going to be different. But that's probably what's good about Game of Thrones is it's not what you think. I really, really, really would have thought a lot more about the episode if Jon and the Night King would have fought. I just think that was something that should have happened. Because my whole thought on it is, just like Ramsay said, Jon Snow is supposed to be the greatest swordsman to ever live. So if he's the greatest swordsman to ever live, he should fight the Night King. Now that the Night King's dead, then Jon Snow has nobody to fight, really. Like, who can he fight now? Nobody. It's like, well, what's his reason? What's his reason for living? I just wish they would have fought. Even just a little bit. Even just a little bit. Even if the Night King would have won a little bit. That's okay. But it was cool, all the throwbacks, like, what do we say to death? Not today. What do we say to the god of death? Not today. And you'll close the brown eyes, the green eyes, and the blue eyes. That was cool. The fact that Bran was the one to give her that knife, and it like he knew what was happening. So it was all cool. But I don't think he's going to fight the Mountain. Maybe he will because I don't expect it, and I didn't expect Arya to kill the Night King. But I don't think he's going to kill the Mountain. I don't think he's going to fight the Mountain. Maybe he does because I think Jon does go to Cersei and talks to her. I think he does that next episode. So maybe he does. But I think we're going to get Clegane Bowl because it was actually said that we will get it from the Hound said it in an interview that they are going to fight. So I think one or two things are going to happen. Either Arya dies by the Mountain and the Hound fights him, or the Hound dies by the Mountain and Arya kills him. Or Arya uses the Hound's face to fight the Mountain. It's going to be something like that. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I mean, the only other person Jon could fight... I mean, maybe... Euron's a pretty badass, too. Euron could probably fight Jon. Or maybe the swordsman from the Golden Army. He's supposed to also have a Valerian sword, and he's supposed to be a good fighter too. So maybe he could fight him. Maybe he could fight. That might be a good one. That might happen. Maybe Daenerys' old boyfriend, that sellsword, Daharis. I forget his name. Maybe him and Jon fight. Jon and Daenerys ain't gonna last. I don't think that's happening. That ain't happening. I don't think that's going down. I don't think Jon and the Kingslayer fight. I don't. I think they're boys now. I think they're tight. I think they're just two good guys to the core for the rest of the series. I just think that they're going to be, or maybe Braun. Maybe if he fights Braun, that would be cool. Like Braun comes in and says, "I'm going to kill the whatchamacallits," and Jon Snow's like, "Well, you're going to have to kill me first," or something like that. Joffrey Baratheon. We'll see, though. I'm excited for the next 3 episodes because now we're back. Like, no more Night King. We're back to how I like that we're back to Cersei's the biggest. I think they're going to show Cersei being a bigger threat than the Night King now. I think they're going to show, like, you thought the Night King was problems. Wait until you see what Cersei's going to do. She might really, I think she's definitely going to kill at least one dragon. I think she definitely will. I don't think they saved the 2 dragons for her not to kill one of them. So we'll see. We shall see. Joffrey was a good actor, though. He was really a good actor. Like, apparently everybody on the set, like, loved him. They didn't want him to go, but apparently he's, like, a really nice kid in real life. He was an awesome actor. He really made you hate him really a lot. Merlin, you never use that word. That's actually hilarious, Ken. That was a team effort. That was hilarious. How come Merlin doesn't have a fucking wrench? Now there's 2 dragons, yeah. In the previews, you see both of them flying. 2 dragons lived, yep. The 2 lived. I guess John's just got hurt and said, "Fuck this shit. This is your war." He pulled a fucking hound. He said, "You can't fucking kill a fucking dead." Yeah, both the dragons lived. And so did Ghost live too. Ghost is in the preview for the next episode too. So Ghost also said, "Fuck this. I'm leaving." Ghost pulled the fucking Night King. He said, "I'm out of here. I ain't fighting tonight." Yeah. Go watch the preview for the next episode, and you'll see Ghost in there, and you'll see the 2 dragons flying in the air. Drogon is actually looks more fucked up. He's got like holes in his wings and stuff. Yeah, you're right, Big J. Yep, you're right. Yeah, Joffrey got the goggles from the Dark Knight. Yep, I do remember that. Good kid. I hope they drop the trailers for the new Game of Thrones series that they're going to put out. I think it's going to be called The Long Night, or yeah, I think it's called The Long Night. I know that's what this episode was called. Yeah, he went Ghost for sure. Yeah, I know. Jon Snow and that wildling are married in real life. Her family has a castle? Yeah, Jon Snow and the red-haired chick, the wildling, are married. Man, oh man. But it was a good episode. Just different than what I expected. I mean, obviously, the Night King was there. I didn't think the Night King was going to be there, first of all. What's up, Addy Tooney? So John does know something. Yeah. You're funny, V. He's got to know something. And Melisandre, she killed it too. She had a good episode. She lighting everything on fire. Rest in peace, Dothraki. They came all this way to die that quickly. You watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, we were just talking about it. Trip Coils, what's up? It was a good episode. It was different than what I thought, but it was good. It was dark, but I didn't mind the dark too much. It was still good. Do you think Sansa and Tyrion are going to get married again? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. It kind of seemed like it. Yeah, Grey Worm lived. That's weird. It's crazy. I thought Grey Worm was definitely dead. I think they should have killed more people. It just seems like that second episode, they didn't kill. Like, why did they do that second episode if all them people didn't die? Yeah, I pretty much like every episode I watch of Game of Thrones. There's a couple like I don't really care to watch again. No, not really. I kind of like all of them. There's something in every one of them. There's some really good episodes, like Battle of the Bastards. The Battle at the Wall is really good. The Red Wedding is really good. The Mountain versus the Viper is really good. The War on Blackwater is really good. Hard Home is really good. Yep. There's a lot of really, really, really good episodes. The one where John gets away from the wildlings and she shoots him, that's a good one. Yeah, there's just a lot of really good ones. The Stannis episodes are good. They're all good, really. All the episodes. They all have something in them. There's at least something interesting in all of them. The first season, they're all good. Because you still got Ned Stark. Addy Tooney, the Oculus single coil. Does it have a single coil option on it, though? I'm still waiting for my Ocula, the real version. I have a whatchamacallit version, but I heard that it might have a single coil option. Because mine doesn't have a single coil option. What's up, Adam? It does close off the whole other side. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I see what you're saying. I wonder if mine does do that. No, mine's still just whatchamacallit. But I see how that could work. Okay. I know there's something different because when they texted me, they said that they know what version I have, and they said that they would give me another version, the real version of it. So I know that there was something different. Yeah, I think mine's different. Yeah, Ned was busy today. Mine's like even. These two things are the same. Yeah. I've been liking it though. I do. I do like it. The build deck's amazing on it. I got to get different coils in there to take some pictures. Yeah, pancakes could get messy, especially get that syrup on there. But yeah, Ned was busy. Ned was busy. What size socket? Yeah. I wonder what size socket does fit on that. It looks like maybe a quarter? It might be a quarter. Let's see real quick, probably. The airflow is tight? Damn, Vape Brawl's vape. I thought it was. Maybe we're talking about two different things. It's a little less than a quarter. Seven sixteenths. 7/16 it should be. 7/16 is what the socket should be. I could go down there and get that tonight. Yeah, it should be 7/16. It might be metric too. It might be metric, which I don't know what that would be. I could check maybe. Could I check that? Grab your Glocks when you see Ned Socks. Call the cops when you see Ned Socks. I don't know where my one ruler is. There it is. Okay. Damn, bacon, eggs, and waffles? Damn. It would be a 5 millimeter, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 millimeter. So it's either a 5 millimeter or a 7/16. Oh, okay, Black Cat. I will tell him. I will give him the message. He must have took my phone when I was at work. I think he's trying to get them subs up. I think he's trying to get them not them subs, them followers up. He still hasn't hit 1,000. He's slacking, but then again, he doesn't follow anybody. So he's kind of a dick. I would love to have that account have like 5,000 followers and follow nobody and then follow everybody. So, some hazy custard. Very good. Very, very good. Just a really good custard. I don't know if I can break it down any better than that. It's a custard. It's like the best custard you ever had. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. This has been Coffee Talk. I actually got to get mail ready. I got to get mail out tomorrow. Faux show. I love The Consequence. It's probably my favorite. That and Sinful Apple World are my two favorites right now. All right, everybody, have a good night. I guess I'll see you Saturday, the latest. Maybe I'll be on again, but Saturday will be the latest. Okay, Jennifer, I'll check it out. I'll friend you back. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night.